You know those TikTok edits that Iman Gadzhi has now, and like random people make them for him, but where they show him in an older YouTube video just talking about how he was gonna do the thing he ended up doing, which was get rich. This is one of those. Like I'm gonna be in an edit. I'm calling it. But anyways, so my dad always used to say like, "Oh, you're in a microwave society," and I thought I understood, but seeing what I see now, I realized I didn't understand. Um, so back in the day, not really, pretty recently, we were all subjected to these tiny little boxes that are electronic, and they give us dopamine, phones. I got pretty addicted to it, especially TikTok, and I didn't really think that had any effect over me other than the fact that I was addicted to it. But I realized that whenever I did other things, I expected it to be just as easy as when I was scrolling TikTok because it's like dopamine in your pocket whenever you want, right? So whenever I do things, for example, I'm a salesman. I go out and if it's not as easy as I wanted it to be, I like freak out and like shut down. Um, but my point is, I guess the reason people shut down and don't want to do things and just get burnt out is because you expected one thing or you were stupidly optimistic. So you expected something to be easier than it ended up being. And then obviously you're going to freak out more if, for example, you jump into cold water but you thought it was hot, as compared to if you just jumped into the cold water but you knew it was cold. You're going to freak out more because you were expecting one thing and another thing happened. So the way you can fix this is expected. Look at your goal. Mine's to be famous and rich and whatever. And then think of the very worst possible scenario where you absolutely hate your life every day and ask yourself if you're willing to continue to push through that. And if you're not, just quit. But if you are, go right ahead because you're going to get rich and famous. You're going to achieve your goals if you go through and think of the worst things that could happen. Like, for example, what if I go broke? What do you do? And if you're okay with going through it, then go through it. But otherwise, just don't. But anyways, that was my rant. Follow me to get rich with me.